Today I'm going to be explaining exactly how the shield works and the best effects that you can have on weapons. Now, I'm doing this because a lot of people, including myself, almost never read game guides and tutorials. For this game, I decided to check a couple of things out, especially exactly how the shield works. And if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you didn't read this, and I'll explain it to you real quick. So, how the shield works is, say you have a max HP of 200. Well, if you had a max shield as well, like the Trickster has the ability when his slow shield ends to get 100% shield. So if you had 100% shield with 200 max HP, then you would have 200 shield and 200 health. Now, let's assume you have 200 shield, 200 health, and you take damage for what would give you 10 damage on your HP if you had no shield. Well, you will take 10 damage on your shield. Same scenario, but you have 1 point on your shield. Well, you would take the 1 point of damage on your shield and 9-point damage on your health bar. As far as your shield deteriorating and your bar on your shield lowering, over time your shield will deteriorate if you don't gain shield and you don't take damage. So if you're not gaining shield and you're not getting hit or dealing damage to get more shield, your shield will slowly deteriorate until you start gaining. So next up, we have the best status effects. So as you can see, Ash stops an enemy for 2.5 seconds, but Freeze stops an enemy for 3.5. So the best one in this category is obviously Freeze. Here we have Burn as the best at 3.7% of ability power. Second up is Toxic at 3.5, and third is Bleed. So we have Freeze, then Ash, then Burn, Toxic, then Bleed. And this one is Vulnerability, increases the damage received by 25% for 10 seconds, and Weakness decreases the damage dealt by 30% for 6 seconds. Personally, I like Vulnerability better, but that is going to be your choice. Slow reduces movement and attack speed by 30 to 75%, and it's going to be slightly less on elites and higher end enemies and more effective on lower end enemies. Really quickly, I'll just go over a couple of the other things that you might want to know. Close range damage is within 10 meters. Close range damage is definitely a nice range. They give you a good amount of range that you probably already realized if you're playing Devastator or Trickster. Long range, though, is pretty significant at more than 25 meters. Personally, I think that is the main information in the guide that would be semi-hard to figure out without actually reading, and the rest of it is pretty basic. But if you have any questions, check out the guide. If you can't figure out the answer, you can post the question, and if I can help, I'll help you. I hope that helps.